Hey everybody, it's me, Miss You, and right now we're going to work on Onshape and we're going to do two drawings from our shapes, the wooden blocks that I gave you. So let's sign in. I saved my signature, okay, and I also created a file of 1.2.2 because that's what we're going to be starting on today. And we are going to create a new part. So I'm going to go, I have an old part there, but I want to create a new one. I'm going to go create, select create. I'm going to go to document. We're going to create a document. I'm going to call it rectangular prism. And I'm going to go OK. Once you have your grid, I'm going to select the front view. Okay, so there's two ways to select it. One, you could highlight it, and then you want to go to the cube and select front, and we're just going to be looking at the front view, and I'm going to create a rectangle. I'm going to go to sketch, sketch one, and it's the front plane. And so for me, the front plane is a rectangle. And I'm going to start it at the origin. It's good practice to start everything at the origin, or at least have the origin go through it. So I'm starting at the origin. And I have some type of a shape of a rectangle. I'm going to select enter. And now I have to dimension the blue part, the blue lines. So I'm going to go to the dimension, which is right here. See, it says dimension D. Okay. I'm going to select it and I'm going to change the dimension to 1. It's 1.0, but just doing 1 will get me there. It is already in inches, and next the length of it is 2 inches. So I'm going to select it, pull it out, and I'm going to go 2 inches. Oops. Here I am, 2 inches, and here I am, 2 inches and 1 inch, and now I have my rectangle drawing, my rectangular drawing. I'm going to go check, okay? And now I'm going to do something that's called extrude, and that's going to make it 3-dimensional. But before we begin, I want to go back to my isometric view. So I'm going to press the cube, and I'm going to go to isometric. And you could see this drawing is on the front plane, but we're going to turn it into a 3-dimensional shape, which is the prism that I want. And it's 1 inch wide. So I'm going to go to extrude. I'm going to select the shape that I want, which is the solid. I'm going to select the inches that I want, which is 1 inch. Okay, so it's 1 inch deep. And I'm going to go check. And here I go. My 3-dimensional shape is completed. It's 1 by 1 by 2. Okay, so I'm going to actually give it a name. There it is, rectangular prism.